Hey, this is my review for Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella. This is probably what feels like the 100th interpretation at this point of this age-old story about a poor orphan girl. Well, she's not poor, not exactly, but she lives with her bitchy stepmom and stepsisters, and they make her work as a servant until one night she sneaks to a ball, meets a prince, and then uh, has to leave back before home and loses her shoe. But yeah, I was interested in seeing how they do this version since I liked Maleficent, and just I overall today with these fairy tales, seeing like how they make them more real or even darker, of course, and more mature. But yeah, I thought this one had a good, interesting, good director. Like I've only seen Thor by Kenneth Branagh, but still, like he's high powered, and I've seen his performance in my week with Marilyn. But yeah, and like, going into this though, as usual, I had not seen really any of the ads. I had, dodged them so I could be more surprised. So, and which I was again once again glad I did. But overall, this one, the script. I mean, again, the story. It's story as old as time, but I like that they were still able to make it so that you can't predict every single beat. Like, how the story's gonna play out, but you don't know every single little detail before it gets to what you know, basically. And the performances, I also like that since the story is so familiar that everybody was still able to put their stamp to an already familiar character, like Kate Blanchett and Lily James, Helena Bonham Carter, who she was good. I thought she was a good pick for the fairy godmom, but she look wise and character wise, she was a little too Glinda-ish to me, but did good. And yeah, Kate Blanchett, I felt like she didn't. She was evil enough. Well, yeah, mean enough. And her stepsisters, they were done like in a not over the top way, like how they normally are. And the prince, he finally got to be a two-dimensional character, somewhat, and we definitely spend more time with him, which is nice. And yeah, and this movie, for a fairy tale movie, has some pretty nice sentiments as well. And see, any other comments on the movie? I was surprised it wasn't 3D, but the effects were good and really nice and magical and fantastical, of course. Yeah. Overall, I did like this movie, and this will be the first Cinderella for some kids, and it'll be a good first one. It's a good live action equation to the 1950 Disney film, as Sleeping Beauty, or as Maleficent kind of is a Sleeping Beauty, but not really, because they changed up a lot, as they do here too, but not as drastically, I feel. So yeah, overall, I think if you like Cinderella or any of the like versions you've seen over the years, like Pretty Woman, or any of the one many little variations they've done with Cinderella, then check this one out. And yeah, I don't know. I mean,